The Book of Revelation, a book shrouded in mystery. It's a book that speaks of the future, of things to come. John, a disciple of Jesus, was given this vision. He saw the end times. It's a message of hope and warning, a message for all. God showed John what would happen. He saw the future. He saw the end of the world. It's a story of good versus evil, a story of God's victory. Revelation can be confusing, but we can understand it. We must read it carefully. We must ask God for guidance. The Holy Spirit will help us. He will reveal the truth to us. In Revelation chapter 6, we are introduced to a mysterious and powerful vision, a scroll sealed tightly with 7 distinct seals. This scroll is not just any document, it represents the unfolding of God's ultimate plan for humanity and the world. The seals keep its contents hidden, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. Only Jesus, described as the Lamb, is worthy to open this scroll. No one else in heaven or on earth has the authority or purity to break its seals. This moment is filled with anticipation, as all of creation waits to see what will happen next. As each seal is broken, dramatic events are set into motion. Each seal marks a new stage in the story of the end times, signaling changes that will affect the entire world. These are not random events, but signs that point to a greater purpose and a coming transformation. The first seal is broken, and a rider on a white horse emerges. He carries a bow and wears a crown, riding out as if to conquer. At first glance, he appears noble and victorious, a symbol of triumph and authority. But this rider may represent more than just victory. Many believe he is a symbol of false religions or deceptive leaders, those who look impressive and righteous on the outside, but whose teachings lead people away from the truth. It's a warning to be discerning, to look beyond appearances. The second seal is broken, and a rider on a red horse appears. He is given a great sword and the power to take peace from the earth. This rider brings conflict, war, and bloodshed, reminding us of the violence that has plagued humanity throughout history. The suffering and pain caused by war are all too real. Cities are destroyed, families are torn apart, and hope can seem lost. This vision reminds us that the world is often far from peaceful, and that human conflict brings deep wounds. The third seal is broken, and a rider on a black horse appears, holding a pair of scales. These scales symbolize scarcity and the careful measuring of resources. This rider brings economic hardship and famine, where even basic necessities become precious and hard to find. Famine and poverty grip the land and people struggle to survive. The vision shows us that life on earth can be harsh and uncertain, with many facing hunger and want. It's a call to compassion and awareness of the suffering around us. The fourth seal is broken, and a rider on a pale horse appears. His name is Death, and he is followed closely by Hades. This rider brings with him the shadow of mortality, a reminder that no one escapes the reality of death. Sickness, disease, and death sweep across the land. These visions are sobering, reminding us that life is fragile and fleeting. In the face of such realities, we're called to reflect on our lives, to seek hope beyond this world, and to be ready to meet God at any moment. The first 4 seals are terrifying, unleashing chaos and fear across the earth. Each one brings a new wave of hardship, shaking the foundations of what people once believed was secure, but they are only the beginning. The story does not end with these trials. Instead, they set the stage for even greater revelations to come. The 5th seal is broken, and a new vision unfolds before John's eyes. John sees the souls of martyrs, those who stood firm in their faith even when it cost them everything. They were killed for their faith. Their lives are testimony to their unwavering trust in God's promises. They cry out to God for justice, longing for their sacrifice to be remembered. God hears their cries, and he does not ignore their pain. He promises to avenge them. This gives us hope, reminding us that God sees our suffering and values every act of faithfulness. He will make things right, bringing justice and restoration in his perfect timing. The 6th seal is broken, and the world is shaken to its core. There are earthquakes and disasters. The sun turns dark, casting a shadow over everything people once knew. The moon turns blood red, a sign that the natural order is being upended. The stars fall from the sky. People are terrified. They hide in caves, desperate to escape what's happening. They cry out in fear, overwhelmed by the magnitude of these events. These events are symbolic, powerful reminders of God's authority over creation. They show that He is in control, even when the world seems to be falling apart. Even when things seem out of control, God is still on His throne, reigning with wisdom and compassion, guiding history toward His ultimate purpose. The breaking of the seals is frightening, yet there is a message of hope. Throughout these trials, God's people remain faithful. They trust in His promises. They know He will protect them. We see examples of faith in the Bible. Daniel was thrown into a den of lions, but God shut the lions' mouths. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into a fiery furnace, but God protected them from the flames. These stories teach us that God is bigger than our problems. He can deliver us from any situation. When we face trials, we can remember these stories. They will give us courage and strength. The seventh seal is about to be broken. This moment is filled with anticipation as centuries of prophecy and hope converge on this single act. The breaking of the seal is not just a dramatic event, it is the culmination of a divine promise echoing through the ages. This is the final seal, the last barrier between the world as we know it and the dawn of a new era. It is the threshold between what has been foretold and what is about to unfold. It marks the end of the world as we know it. The skies darken, the earth trembles, and all creation holds its breath. Yet, in this moment of uncertainty, there is also a glimmer of hope, but it also marks a new beginning. Out of darkness, light emerges. Out of chaos, a new order is born. The end is not the final word. It marks the beginning of God's eternal kingdom, a place where peace, justice, and love will reign forever. This is the promise that gives us hope. Revelation is not just about the end of the world, it is a message of hope, a vision of restoration, and a call to faithfulness in the face of trials. It's about the beginning of something new. Like a sprout breaking through dry ground, new life is promised to all who trust in God. It's about God's victory over evil, no matter how dark the night. God's light will always prevail, and His love will never fail. It's about a new heaven and a new earth where every tear will be wiped away, and sorrow will be no more. This is the future God has prepared. We can face the future with hope. God is in control, guiding us through every storm and leading us toward His glorious promise. He will never leave us nor forsake us. In every trial, in every joy, His presence is our comfort and our strength. We can trust in His promises, knowing that what He has spoken will surely come to pass. His word is our anchor. He will see us through every challenge, every uncertainty, and every new beginning. We are never alone on this journey. God bless you, and please join me next time as we continue our journey through the book of Revelation, discovering together the tapestry of hope woven through every page. God bless you. For more encouraging and uplifting devotionals, put like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Made by Viking Dim. In every ending there is a new beginning. As we close this chapter, remember that hope is meant to be shared. Carry the light you've found here into your daily life, letting it guide you and inspire those around you. Your journey doesn't end with this video. It continues with every choice you make, every act of kindness, and every moment you trust in God's promise. Stay connected, stay encouraged, and let's grow together in faith and hope. Until next time, keep shining your light, because even the smallest spark can illuminate the darkest night.